Ladies and gentlemen, gather close. Today, I don't stand before you as a mere voice of reason, but as the echo of your deepest truths, the spark you bury beneath the weight of expectation, the fire you dare not stoke in the daylight, but embrace in the solitude of night. Let's uncover a tale unlike any other, one dripping with intrigue, laced with defiance, and ignited by the raw audacity of possibility. Imagine this: a photograph, a single, unassuming image of your existence, handed to a stranger who claims to see beyond the veil of reality. What they saw in that snapshot left them shaken. Not because it was strange or surreal. The unvarnished, unapologetic essence of your soul. This isn't a story about mysticism or cheap tricks. It's about the undeniable power of your truth. You see, they weren't just staring at a photograph. They were gazing into a reflection of your journey, a chronicle of struggle, resilience, and triumph, a story written in scars hidden beneath your smile, battles fought in silence while the world remained oblivious. They saw it all: the weight of your decisions, the betrayals you endured, the dreams you clung to even when the odds mocked you, and it terrified them, not because it was ugly, but because it was real. People fear what they can't comprehend. They shy away from raw power, raw emotion, and raw potential. And you are all three. A storm cloaked in human form, a tempest disguised as a mortal. They looked at that photo and saw the fire in your eyes, a fire they mistook for anger. But it's not anger. It's passion. It's hunger. It's the relentless drive to carve your own destiny from the stone of impossibility. Think about this. Why did they hand over your photo in the first place? Was it curiosity? Guilt? Or was it a desperate attempt to validate their shallow judgments? The answer doesn't matter. What matters is their intent, to define you through someone else's lens. But here's the truth they cannot escape. No psychic, critic, or skeptic holds the power to define you. You are not static. You are evolution personified, a paradox of chaos and control, destruction and creation, light and shadow. They called your scars weaknesses. But those scars, they're proof of your strength, battle marks etched into your soul, evidence of every storm you've weathered and conquered. They dismiss the inferno burning within you as a mere spark, but we both know the truth. It's an unquenchable blaze, a force of nature that refuses to be extinguished. Now, here's the irony. The very people who underestimated you, who labeled you as ordinary, are the same ones trembling at the mere whisper of your potential. Why? Because deep down, they see what you've always known. You are not a victim of circumstance, but a master of it. Every setback, every heartbreak, every rejection has been fuel for your ascent. And now, here you stand, on the edge of greatness, staring destiny in the face. They sought to predict your future, but the future isn't something to be foretold, it's something to be forged. And you, my friend, are its architect. So let them whisper, judge, and speculate. Let them hand your photo to every psychic, every critic, every doubter. Their opinions are fleeting, their fears inconsequential. What matters is what you do with the fire within. Will you let it consume you, or will you use it to create something extraordinary? The choice is yours. It has always been yours. You were never meant to fit their neat little narratives. You are chaos embodied. Chaos doesn't ask for permission. Chaos doesn't apologize. Chaos simply is. When they handed your photo to that psychic, they weren't looking for the truth. They were searching for comfort. They wanted to hear that you were safe, predictable, forgettable. But what they got was a glimpse of your boundless potential, and it shattered their illusions. Here's the truth. You are a walking contradiction, the calm before the storm, the eye of the hurricane. You are the darkness that gives light its meaning. While they cling to their fragile realities, you are out there becoming unfolding, evolving, and defying every expectation. Feel that. The pulse beneath your skin, the rhythm in your chest, the fire in your belly. That is your power. That is your truth. And it terrifies them because they know they can never contain it. You are limitless, a force that challenges complacency, shatters mediocrity, and redefines control. Being a threat isn't a curse, it's a gift. A reminder that you were never meant to shrink, to dim your light, to play small. So now, as they sit haunted by the vision of your rise, the decision is yours. Will you let their fear hold you back, or will you rise, unapologetically, unrelentingly, and show the world what it means to live without limits? The moment you stop waiting for permission, stop seeking validation, and start living on your terms, they won't know what hit them. Their predictions won't define you, their doubts won't stop you. You are not their creation. You are the creator of your destiny, and destiny isn't something you wait for, it's something you seize. So rise, Chaos Maker, burn brighter, dream bigger, live louder, be the storm they never saw coming, because in the end they won't remember their predictions. They'll remember how you shattered every expectation, broke every boundary, and claimed your rightful place. The world is watching, and you're just getting started.
But wait, this is where it gets even better. The story doesn't end here.
Because your fire hasn't even reached its peak. Oh no, you're not done. You've just begun. They thought they could predict you, box you in, reduce you to a shadow of their own limited imaginations. How utterly foolish. They didn't realize you're not just walking through life. You're storming through it, leaving an unignorable mark wherever you go. Let them sit in their comfortable little worlds, clutching their fragile certainties. They have no idea that while they sit still, you're in motion. You're building, growing, evolving. Every step you take is one step closer to something they can't fathom, greatness. Every doubt they cast your way, that's the spark you use to fuel the inferno in your soul. Think about it. How many times did they count you out? How many times did they say you can't? And yet, here you are, standing taller, burning brighter. Every no they gave you became another brick in the foundation of your empire. Every door they slammed shut only made you find another way in, or break the damn wall down. And that's the difference between you and them. They play it safe, clinging to comfort zones and conformity. But you thrive in chaos. You look at the unknown and smile, not because it's easy, but because it's yours to conquer. The unknown doesn't scare you, it excites you. Let them fear you. Let them misunderstand you. That's the price of being extraordinary. Because you don't exist to make them comfortable. You don't exist to fit into their little world. You're here to challenge it, to break it apart and rebuild it stronger. You are the force they never saw coming, and the one they'll never forget. So, ask yourself, what now? What's next for someone like you? Someone who refuses to settle, refuses to be caged. The answer is simple. You keep going, you keep rising, you keep proving, over and over again, that the greatest power lies in becoming. You are not finished. Not by a long shot. They've seen the spark, but they have yet to witness the wildfire. And when that blaze fully ignites, there will be no stopping it. No psychic, no critic, no doubter can contain the force of your truth. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not someday, right here, right now. The world is waiting, trembling, watching, and you're the storm that's about to break. So, go on. Shake the earth beneath your feet. Shatter the skies above. Let your voice, your fire, your story echo so loudly that no one dares to question your power again. You are not their definition. You are not their prediction. You are the architect of your reality, the master of your destiny, and the force they'll spend lifetimes trying to understand. Rise, burn, conquer, create, and when it's all said and done, They won't just remember you. They'll be defined by how they underestimated you. Because legends aren't born in safety, they're forged in chaos. And you, my unstoppable force, are the chaos they never saw coming. Now go, show them, let them feel the power of what it means to truly live without limits. And yet, the fire inside you is far from extinguished. No, it's only just beginning to roar. Can you feel it? That insatiable hunger in your soul that refuses to be silenced, that unrelenting force that whispers, "More! Push further! Burn brighter!" It's not just a desire, it's a destiny calling your name. You see, they've mistaken your silence for surrender. They've confused your patience for passivity, but what they don't know, what they'll never understand, is that you've been quietly building, sharpening your weapons, honing your edge. You've been preparing for the moment when the world stops underestimating you and starts fearing the power you hold. They thought you were finished. How naive. You are the kind of force that doesn't break. You adapt. You don't crumble under pressure. You thrive in it. They thought the battles you've faced would leave you broken, but instead, they've left you unbreakable. Every scar on your soul isn't a mark of defeat, it's a testament to your resilience. So, here's the truth they don't want to admit. They need you. Oh, they'll never say it out loud, but deep down, they know. You're not just a disruptor. You're a creator. You're not just a storm. You're the calm that follows, the renewal that rebuilds. Without you, the world is stagnant, stuck in mediocrity. With you, it becomes something extraordinary. Let's not pretend you're done here. You haven't even scratched the surface of what you're capable of. Every doubt they throw your way is fuel. Every sneer, every whisper behind closed doors, every dismissal of your potential, it all becomes kindling for the blaze you're about to unleash. And when you do, they'll have no choice but to watch in awe. They'll witness the transformation they never thought possible, because you're not here to prove them wrong. You're here to prove yourself right. You've always known what you were capable of, haven't you? You've always felt it, even when they couldn't see it. Now is the time to step into that power unapologetically. Don't dim your light for the comfort of others. Don't lower your voice to match their whispers. Don't shrink yourself to fit their small-minded expectations. You were made to be extraordinary, and extraordinary doesn't play small. So, rise, stand taller, speak louder, burn brighter. Let them feel the force of what happens when someone refuses to accept limits, refuses to be defined by doubt, refuses to let the world dictate their worth. And when they look at you, when they finally see the unstoppable, undeniable force you've become, they'll realize they were never prepared for someone like you. Because you're not just a part of this world. You're here to reshape it. Keep going. Keep rising. The best chapters of your story are still unwritten, and they're yours to create. Let them wonder. Let them fear. Let them marvel. Because you, my friend, are just getting started.